They say PhD is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get from. But instead of finding delicious caramel, nougats, or hazelnut, what you might find yourself doing is reading obscure literature, wrestling with malfunctioning equipment, or desperately trying to explain your research to your bewildered family members or friends. But hey, at the end of it, you understand a great deal about yourself. It's really a journey of personal growth and discovery. And yeah, so sometimes the most unexpected flavors will actually turn out to be the most amazing. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Doreen, currently a materials chemist working in the semiconductor industry. Today, I'm excited to share my journey from a PhD to my current role, and we'll dive into some of the valuable lessons my PhD taught me, how they paved the way to a fulfilling career in this exciting field, and some tips for those who may consider a similar path. So let me share a little about myself. I completed my undergraduate study in NUS, majoring in applied chemistry. So like many of you, I started with a passion for science and a desire to contribute to the technological advancement. So my first foray into research is during my fourth year final year project, where I actually work on nanomaterials as catalysts for renewable energy production. And my PhD is more about nanomaterials for applications in foam inhibition in paint coatings. And currently, I'm actually working in applied materials for the past 5 years, leading the efforts in etch processes. We are developing novel etch processors for the manufacturing and the commercialization of next generation semiconductor chips. So moving on. So what my PhD taught me. So I think one of the more crucial skills I developed during my PhD is problem-solving skills. Research is inherently challenging and there will be unexpected results. So I learned to approach problems systematically, break them down into manageable steps, and come up with persevere until I actually come up with we actually need to use all these problem-solving skills, how we actually look at different problem statements, and then how we actually can come into think of different ideas to actually solve this kind of tricky solution problems. And another takeaway will be on critical thinking and analytical thinking skills. So So these are times where research actually requires you to question assumptions, to actually evaluate evidence rigorously, and then draw sound conclusion from all these ideas. So in the industry, all these skills will actually enable me to actually assess new materials, new technologies, and actually kind of make informed decisions to actually drive all these innovations. And thirdly, let's face it, a PhD will never be always smooth sailing. So there will be setbacks, failed experiments, and then there will be moments of self-doubt. So it's times like this that you actually see how you actually persevere and actually be resilient during all these times. So this actually can be seen be helpful during your industry work as well. So project will actually encounter unexpected hurdles. So there will be changes in priorities. So the ability to actually stay motivated and actually learn from failures, adapt to the change will actually be very critical for success. And fourthly, communication and collaboration. So during my PhD, I actually have many opportunities to hone my communication and teamwork skills from presenting at conferences, at regular group meetings. I learned to actually articulate complex scientific concepts to both technical and non-technical audiences. So this is actually very vital in the workplace where we actually work in diverse teams. So effective communication is of paramount importance. And lastly, a PhD is a journey of constant learning. there will be actually times where you will be exposed to new instruments, new scientific concepts, new experimental techniques. So I actually had the opportunity to mentor 10 undergraduate students during my PhD. So this research project actually provide me a wide research exposure in various aspects of nanomaterial synthesis, characterization techniques, and application testing ranging from like catalysts, energy storage, conductive films, or even antimicrobial agents. So I'm actually learning together with my students. So all this will actually, every project actually provides like a unique set of challenges where you actually have to troubleshoot and actually help the students to overcome all these hurdles. Yeah, so in the industry, this is actually very vital, especially true when I actually first joined the semiconductor industry, where I have minimal prior technical focus on semiconductor processes. So steps to actually reduce the learning curve and keeping abreast with the latest advancement are actually very vital for success in this industry. So while my PhD actually provided a solid foundation in materials science, I actually require some adjustment when I enter the industry. So I think typically, PhD will be all among fundamental research and long-term goals. In the industry, we're actually working with defined timelines and a budget. So we actually have to shift our focus on prioritizing efficiency and practicality in our work. And a PhD is typically more independent as well, whereas in the industry, we actually work in larger teams. So effective communication is actually very important. And for motivation, so we have to understand the business needs of the industry. So how we can actually align our work in line with the company goals, such as understanding the market trends, customer needs, and even understanding the financial considerations. So for those who may be considering a PhD and wondering how to choose a PhD thesis supervisor, so I think the first will be the research alignment. You can look at the website of the professors and then talk to their current students, understanding their research style, whether they will provide hands-on guidance or they are more they prefer independent work. So it's almost like finding a partner where there should be a good fit between you and the supervisor, and you should actually feel comfortable communicating with your supervisor. So whether even the school may have some criteria for graduation, so but different supervisor may have different criteria for the students to graduate, such as the number of publications or journals publishing in certain journals of different impact factor. So it's better to actually understand so that you'll be better prepared as well. As for choosing your research interest, I think the first thing will be your passion. You should choose a topic where you are genuinely interested in. So this will actually provide inherent motivation for you to actually sustain through the up and down of the research project itself. And whether the feasibility of this research, whether it's achievable within this PhD timeframe, whether there are actually available resources, and such as understanding all the needs, for this PhD itself. Relevance to the industry, this will actually enhance your career perspective as well. And finally, personal growth, because PhD is also about growing you personally and professionally. So in summary, besides developing becoming a leading expert in your field, there are actually more important things such as transfer skills, such as ability to solve complex problems, think critically, and communicate effectively and adapt to new challenges. So if you are interested to pursue a PhD, I wish you all the best. Yeah, thank you.